Hello, 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 my crafty friends. Welcome back to the Maker's Gonna Learn Q&A Tuesday. If you're brand new here, I'm Tanner, the founder here at Maker's Gonna Learn, and this is Q&A Tuesday, where we take one of your burning questions that is related to Cricut crafting, and we dive right in. Our friend writes in and says, do I only need one EasyPress? And I'm so excited to dive into that answer today. And again, it's gonna be a personal opinion, and it's gonna be possibly different for every single crafter. What I also want to mention before we even dive in to this video, if you're brand new and needing an EasyPress, I highly recommend you go ahead and check out our EasyPress comparison video. We kind of go through all four of these EasyPresses, and that will be linked down below. If you could only have one EasyPress, we highly recommend getting started with the Cricut Mini EasyPress. There's a few reasons why we absolutely love it, and we cannot wait to break that down in today's video. But first things first, as you can see, compared to any other EasyPress, it is going to be the smallest and the most affordable. Now, there are so many other great things that we're going to dive in and share with you guys about this Mini EasyPress. We could say it's the only EasyPress that you'll ever need, but depending on what you're doing, two things that we know for a fact that will not work well with the Mini EasyPress alone is Cricut infusible ink first. That right there, you have to have a heat plate larger than your image. What that means is that heat plate must be able to cover your image. So for example, if you only owned the Mini EasyPress right here, you would not be able to do too large of images as the heat plate is very small. The thing about Cricut infusible ink is that it's heat activated, and there's no way to tell how to give perfectly even temperature heat across the whole project unless your heat plate is larger than your image. So that's why if you are someone that knows already out of the gate you have to do infusible ink projects, we would highly recommend you have a Mini EasyPress for the majority of projects, but consider something like the 10x12 EasyPress right here if you're going to do any type of infusible ink project. Now, this one is definitely a little more expensive, and I will let you know, one thing you want to be aware of with the largest EasyPress is that the heat is actually going to drop significantly faster than any other EasyPress, as it's just a larger heat plate to keep warm. So that's just something to keep in mind when it comes to using Cricut infusible ink. But again, back to today's answer is truly, if you could only have one to get started, we think it's the Cricut Mini EasyPress. And the second thing that we think this will not do perfect with is when you're using Cricut printable heat transfer vinyl. That right there, my friends, is a beast of its own, so be sure to watch some training on it, as there's a few different things you want to be familiar with before going into it so you don't waste any material. But the thing about the Mini EasyPress is they recommend you to keep it moving, right? With the printable heat transfer vinyl, you're going to find that it could move and actually damage your image. So just be mindful if you're going to use it for it. I won't say it's impossible, but it is a little trickier. So be careful about that. But if you only have one EasyPress, let's go ahead and jump in to our favorite things that we love about our Mini EasyPress. First things first, as you can see here, again, it takes up less space. If you are someone that is crafting in their apartment, that you constantly are having to put your craft supplies away and you just don't have the craft space that you desire, this right here is going to allow you to accomplish a ton of great projects. You'll see right here that the Mini EasyPress takes up very little space in your crafting storage. One thing I think all of us would be a fan of is that it's very seldom we get to recommend the cheapest solution, right? It takes up the least amount of space, and it's the most affordable when it comes to the EasyPress lineup. So we are highly excited that we can recommend this as the first EasyPress you get, and the one that we seem to always be using in our crafting. Thirdly, what I love about this mini EasyPress is it truly does work extremely well. You're going to see that images and items that you would have to heat for 30 to 45 seconds is going to be ready for you to peel up within 20 or 15 seconds even, depending on the material you're using to iron onto. It does work extremely well, and just like we were talking about with this large heat plate, I think truly the reason why it works extremely well is that it's such a small heat plate and you really can get into those detailed areas. These next two are for our friends that want to master how to put heat transfer vinyl on wood. This right here is going to give you more control. If you're ever applying any type of heat transfer vinyl onto a piece of wood that could be slightly warped or just have some imperfections, you're going to see that this mini EasyPress is going to give you a ton more control than any of these ever could. If you've ever been on a live stream where we were mastering heat transfer vinyl on wood and we were using something other than the mini, there's been times that we've just had to say, hey, this was a fail, we're so sorry, we'll come back later. But right here with this mini, I've never had any type of craft fail when it comes to HTV on wood, as it gives you so much more control. Just like it gives you more control, you're actually getting a lot more visibility, meaning you're able to see the areas that needs more heat very quickly. As you're moving it around, you're going to see the visibility is going to allow you to craft even better and accomplish your projects with ease. The next reason that we highly recommend the mini is it's going to give you more possibilities. Guys, if you've ever tried to use HTV iron-on a hat, shoes, anything like that, you're going to be able to quickly and easily have success in these projects by using the smaller EasyPress for all of that. It's fantastic, and you're going to be wanting to use it on all kinds of different objects after you see how well it could work on your shoes or even on something like a hat. And to round up the last and final note on this is that the mini EasyPress can pretty much do anything these larger EasyPresses can do except for the infusible ink. If you are not someone that is going to be using infusible ink, I think and would debate that you could use the mini EasyPress for everything and never have a need for another EasyPress. So consider this just the one must-have for your craft room, and then you can evaluate the other areas of your crafting, whether you may need to complement it with a 6x7, a 9x9, or a 10x12. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's Q&A Tuesday, where we have got to dive in to, do I really need more than one EasyPress? I think it's such a great question, as you would think, since there are so many different EasyPresses, you may find yourself thinking you need more than one. But what we have to say here at Makers Gonna Learn, that if you can only have one, I would definitely start with the mini EasyPress and then decide, do I need to add another one? Maybe you'll find that you do, maybe you'll find that you don't. That's up to you guys, but we want to hear from you. Let us know what EasyPress you have in the comments. Let us know if you have more than one EasyPress, and we are so excited to hear from you guys in the comments. If you love mastering your die cutting machine and you want to get access to our thousands of cut files, hundreds of fonts, so many printable guides, and training to master your machine, definitely check out Makers Gonna Learn. First link down below. We cannot wait to welcome everyone in our membership, and if you're already a member, let us know that as well in the comments. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.